There are some massive changes happening right now in the Hartford County, Connecticut housing market. And honestly, most people have no idea. If you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing anywhere in towns like West Hartford, Glastonbury, Avon, Farmington, Manchester, New Britain, or any of these areas, what is happening right now could directly impact your money over the next few years. Some of these changes could push prices higher. Some could even create opportunities. But either way, if you understand them early, you can position yourself way better than the average person. So today I'm breaking down 5 huge changes coming to Hartford County and what that could mean for you. And number 5 might actually be the biggest long-term opportunity. Hey, what's up guys? My name is Mike Dory. I'm a full-time real estate investor and team leader over at eXp Realty here in Connecticut. I've closed over $150 million in real estate and built a portfolio of more than 100 units across residential and commercial properties, all here in Connecticut. I went from leaving a corporate full-time job to doing this now full-time, and on this channel I break down the strategies I've used to buy properties, scale, and build long-term wealth through real estate. Now let's jump in and see what's happening right now in Hartford County. Change number 1, the inventory shortage is not going away. One of the biggest mistakes people are making right now is they're assuming the housing market is slowing down everywhere. That's just not what we're seeing locally here in Hartford County. In Hartford County, inventory is still extremely tight, especially in the towns most people want to live in. When you're looking at towns like West Hartford, Avon, Simsbury, Glastonbury, Farmington, and South Windsor. If a home is updated and priced correctly, especially under $700,000, let's say, it's still very common to see strong activity and a lot of times multiple offers over asking, highest and best. I recently saw homes in West Hartford near Blueback Square get heavy traffic within days if they were renovated and move-in ready. In Glastonbury, properties with land or newer finishes are still moving quickly because buyers are competing over limited supply. And the reason is simple. Homeowners are locked into mortgage rates between 2 and 3% from a few years ago. I can actually speak to this. I bought my single family home in West Hartford, Connecticut in 2020 and my mortgage rate's 2.75%. So why would I ever want to leave, right? So simply put, homes are not selling unless they absolutely have to, which is keeping inventory low. And when inventory stays low, prices stay supported. So if someone is waiting for prices to collapse in desirable Hartford County towns, there's just no data supporting that right now. Change number 2. Multifamily is becoming the smart move for buyers. The second huge change happening right now is more buyers are actually choosing multifamily homes instead of single family homes. And honestly, this is one of the smartest trends I'm seeing. Affordability is tight. Interest rates are higher than they were. So buyers are looking for ways to lower their monthly mortgage payments, and multifamily solves that. For example, someone might look to buy a 2-family in New Britain, Connecticut for about $300,000 to $400,000. They can live in one unit and rent out the other unit. A 2-bedroom, 1-bath here in New Britain rents out anywhere from $1,400 to $1,600 per month. So you could see how their rental income can offset their mortgage payment. I see the exact same thing happening in towns like East Hartford, Manchester, Bristol, and Hartford. Programs like FHA allow buyers to put as little as 3.5% down, which is a lot less than typical 20 to 25%. So some of the smartest first-time buyers right now are actually house hacking, living in one unit and renting out the others to lower their overall mortgage payment. And this trend is growing fast. Change number 3, investors are starting to notice Hartford County. Another big shift that is happening that I'm seeing and most people are not talking about yet is investor demand. For years, Connecticut was overlooked compared to states like Florida and Texas, but Hartford County is actually starting to gain a lot more attraction. Now, why is this? The answer is simple. It's because the numbers still work here. Prices are lower compared to many markets, and rents have increased significantly over the years. We've seen strong employment between insurance companies, hospitals, and manufacturing, and it's no wonder that Hartford County is the insurance capital of the world. In areas like New Britain, Manchester, East Hartford, Windsor, and Bristol are seeing a lot of investor activity because cash flow is still achievable. For example, I've sold personally a number of 3 families in the Hartford County area between $300,000 and $500,000, where the total rent roll coming in is anywhere from $4,000 to $5,000 a month. So the numbers still work. People are chasing the 1% rule, and it's still here in Hartford County. Change number 4, interest rates are creating opportunity. Most people hear higher interest rates and assume that means they should wait. But what's actually happening is a lot more interesting. Higher rates have reduced competition in certain price ranges, and that creates opportunity. I'm seeing a lot of my clients today in Hartford County negotiating seller concessions, closing costs, price reductions. I'm personally helping buyers get homes under asking price, especially if the property's been sitting in the market for a few weeks. This rarely happened in 2021. And here's the important thing. Interest rates change. You can always refinance later. Marry the house, date the rate. So for buyers with stable income and long-term plans, this environment can actually be advantageous. Thinking about relocating to West Hartford, Connecticut? Well, I've got just the thing for you. My team and I have actually taken the time to create the ultimate relocation guide, which is ultimately meant to save you hours of research, and I've linked it down below. From top employers to the best hospitals and a boatload of other things that you're going to need to know before making the move. The best part is this guide is 100% free. That's right, you heard me, 100% free. Just click the link in the description or the top pinned comment. Hope that helps. Change number 5, long-term development could be the biggest opportunity here in Hartford County. Now this last change might actually be the biggest long-term opportunity. We're seeing gradual revitalization and development in a lot of parts of Hartford County. Specifically, downtown Hartford continues to see redevelopment projects. Areas like Parkville within Hartford has gained a lot of attention, specifically Parkville Market. We've seen a lot of business growth around here. New Britain near CCSU, which is Connecticut State University, a lot of development around there. And Manchester has really exploded, especially in the retail and commercial realm. When areas improve economically, property values tend to follow over time. So what I'm seeing is a lot of smart investors often buying before the neighborhood. So what I'm seeing is a lot of my clients and smart investors are often buying in neighborhoods before they fully transform. Connecticut typically experiences slower but steady appreciation. Long-term growth is real, and it's here. So what does this mean for you? And what does this mean at all? Hartford County real estate is not collapsing. It's actually shifting. Inventory shortages are supporting prices. Multifamily is becoming a lot more popular, and investors are entering the market. Interest rates are creating negotiating opportunities, and development is improving in many of the areas within Hartford County. Whenever market shifts, opportunity appears. The key is understanding where. And from a personal perspective, after working in Hartford County for many years, one thing I can tell you is that the market is extremely localized. One neighborhood can perform completely different than another just miles down the road. So this is where local knowledge matters so much. National headlines do not always reflect what's happening here. So if you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in Hartford County, Connecticut, and want advice in specific neighborhoods or areas, feel free to reach out. I'm always here to help. And if you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel because I share Connecticut real estate insights every week, and I don't want you to miss out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.